Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are doing the mid-year book tag. That's right, it is officially halfway through this year and I decided I want to go through some of these books that I read so far. Now I have my reference notes written on a sticky note on my book journal right now, so if I am looking down, then you know what I'm looking at. I watched Sarah Corelli and Katie Wittrick's video for these, so I took the book tag questions from their videos and we're going to talk about them today. All right, so the statistics, stats if you will, so far for this year. I'm going to go through what I've read and how many books I've read, all of that fun jazz, just because I think it's fun to review all that stuff. So far this year, as of today, which keep in mind it is mid-July right now, so as of like end of June, this was a little different, but we're just gonna go off of what I have right now since I've already calculated it. But as of today, I've read 30 books and my reading goal for this year is 60 books. So we are halfway. Now I am like 3, probably 4 books behind because it is mid-July, as I said. So I do have some catching up to do. But we've read 7,649 pages. My most read genre is probably romance. Let me look at my book journal real quick. So my most read genre this year is actually lit fiction. Literary fiction is the most read genre as of June. This is the last time I updated it. I read 8 literary fictions and 6 romance. So we have a new genre leading the polls this year. My average rating for this year so far has been a 3.88 stars, which is pretty good, I would say. And my most read author is Alice Oseman, which that is because I've been reading Heartstopper for the first time this year, and obviously there's 6 books in it, so she's going to be my most read. So that's all the statistics I wanted to go over. Let's get into the questions, shall we? The first question is what my best book of the year so far is, and that would have to go to The Right Years by Sarah DeMoss. This book was so good. When I tell you, it had family dynamics, it had romance, it had just all of the things that would make you think on your own life experiences, and I just loved it. It was short, it was sweet, it was devastating. So yeah, this was also my first 5-star of the year. The next question is best sequel. So I would give that to, I don't have a physical copy, but A Steeping of Blood by Hafsa Faizal, who wrote A Tempest of Tea. This is the first book in the series. It's a duology. So the second book in this duology was by far my favorite sequel I've read so far this year. It was so good, so action-packed. Literally made me want to cry at the end. And this duology is so underrated. I don't know that I've seen that many people talk about it, and I need to get that copy of that book immediately because I need to go back and annotate it. Next, I think Katie added this and Sarah added this into their videos, but it is my best solid 4-star reads so far, and I really enjoyed Project Hail Mary, as most people did this year. Obviously, I read the book and then went to go see the movie, and it was just so good, so entertaining, so fascinating to like see how he created this book and like the logistics of everything that goes on while he's in space. I really liked that it was in the book, and then I liked that they took it out of the movie because I feel like most people wouldn't enjoy that aspect being in the movie. But I am a science girly at heart, so I really liked reading about all the funny little logistics and realities of his experiments that he had to do. Again, another 4-star solid read from me is Assistant to the Villain by Hannah Nicole Mayer. And I actually got this copy annotated, and it was so good. It was so entertaining, so funny, fast-paced, quick. I have the next book ready to go. I haven't read it yet, but I will be reading the next book because this one was really good. I'm really excited about this next question because it is books and new releases that I have not read yet that I really want to get to soon. And let me tell you, I did just get Heartstopper Volume 6, and I'm surprised I have not read it yet, to be honest. I've been on a Heartstopper kick. So this will be getting read by the end of July. And I need to catch up on the TV series. I've been watching it as I've been reading the books, and I know the movie just came out too, so this one will be getting read soon. As well as, did anybody see this release? I've seen nothing about this. It's Six of Crows, A Darker Shore, and tell me why nobody told me about it. I had to find out from Goodreads, basically, and it's essentially just kind of like a book that has just extra information on the world, I think, and it follows after Crooked Kingdom. I think, I don't quite know what it is, but I know I'm excited. There's like envelopes that you can open and stuff. I want to save it till after my reread, which I'm going to talk about later in this video, but I'm pretty sure I want to do a Six Crows reread. So yeah, a new release that nobody told me about that I feel like I should have been notified of, but that's whatever. Finally, I have been waiting for this one very patiently in the mail, and that is The Romance Revival. I got this through Book of the Month, and I'm so excited for another Christina Lauren book. I love their books. They're so good, so action-packed, so funny, so just everything you want in a rom-com. They have it. Also, this one, I think, might have some like science stuff going on. Yeah, she's a scientist, so again, anything science related, I will eat up. So I'm very excited about those. And the next question in the line is my biggest surprise so far this year, and that would have to go to Dinner for Vampires by Bethany Joy Lenz. When I tell you, I listened to this audiobook and it was so good. Like, she narrates it first of all, and it doesn't start off as she's in a cult. Like, you don't think that, and you really don't get into like the craziness until the last half of the book, but it just gives such a realistic picture of how this even occurred in her life, how she even got in this situation. So I really enjoyed reading about her experience through this whole time, and I love One Tree Hill, so I loved reading about that time period in her life, especially because she was on the show during this time. So very big surprise for me. I did not think I was going to like it as much as I did. Okay, on the opposite end of the spectrum, we have my biggest letdown so far this year, and I do have two to show you. I do, which is really sad, but yeah, Beartown unfortunately was a letdown for me. I know some of y'all are gonna not like that, but you know, I think did not quite read this in the way that I wanted to, and I don't think the story was what I expected it to be. So I did read this in the winter, which I wanted to do, but I audiobooked it, and it took me quite a while to finish the audiobook, so there was times where I didn't quite remember things going on in the story, and there was a lot of characters. I kind of wish I had also read it physically at the same time, because I think that would have helped me keep up with the story and not get quite as confused at times. But yeah, a letdown. I don't know if I'm going to be continuing the series. Sorry. I know this one's so loved, but I just couldn't, I don't know. Wasn't for me, I guess. Another one that is also hitting the BookTok and the BookTube girlies really hard right now is I Who Have Never Known Men. Okay, listen, I did like this one. However, it was so disappointing at the end. It was so disappointing to me. I kind of saw it coming, but I kept falling for it every time, and I was just like, this is going to disappoint me in the end, and it did. Was waiting for something, never happened. I'm not going to spoil anything, but I did like this story. It was a good story. It will be something I remember for a long time, that's for sure. Ooh, okay, this is a fun question. This one is my favorite new author, new to me or new to the world, as in a debut author, and this book can apply to both because yes, Miss Haley Pham, she is a new favorite author for me. I love Just Friends. Let me say, I didn't know she was just an amazing writer. Like, what? I didn't expect this. Yeah, I love her. I also know she's writing another book, and I'm so excited because I will be picking it up. I love her writing. She wrote so eloquently and flowery, as she likes to say. But it was a great book. What can I say? It was a great book. Okay? I don't get the hate on it. I don't get it. I don't get it. I love this book. Ooh, okay. This one is also fun. This one is my new favorite characters from all the books that I read so far this year. And I would have to give that to Ryland Grace and, spoiler, Rocky. But also, I would give that to Mr. Charlie and Mr. Nick from Heartstopper. Yeah, literally love them so much with my whole being. And I feel like they're real people, but they're not. But they're real in my heart. So that's all that matters. But yeah, those are my favorite new characters that I've read so far this year. Along with having Heartstopper as my new favorite characters, it's also a book that made me cry, especially book 4. Book 4 was, we were going through the trenches, y'all, and let me tell you, I did shed a tear too. I did. But yeah, this one is so sweet, so heartwarming. Also, The Bright Years crushed me, killed me, did make me cry, so what can I say? I love a devastating book. On the other hand, a book that made me happy was Love Theoretically by Ali Hazelwood. And let me tell you, this book just made me giggle so much, made me kick in my feet. I love Jack. I love Elsie. They were so cute. Mr. Jack Smith Turner, Jonathan Smith Turner, if you will. And the way that they were talking about Twilight, I love that she loved Twilight. Made me laugh so hard when she made him watch it. But anyways, I thought this book was hilarious. I love Ali Hazelwood. This one was a little bit hard for me to pick for the next prompt, and that was the most beautiful cover that I have bought so far this year. And let me tell you, there's a lot that I love. However, one of them stood out to me, and that would be Starside by Miss Alex Astor. Yes. And on top of it, this is a signed first edition, yeah. And it has sprayed edges. Are you joking me? Literally gorgeous. Like, just look at the end pages. Yeah, it's gorgeous. It's amazing. It's beautiful. I cannot wait to read this. I'm so excited. I've also been reading the Lightlark series so far this year. It has been going well. However, I am stuck on the novella. I have not read the novella or Crown Tide yet. And I kind of want to get through those before I can get to this, but I feel like this is calling my name for early fall. I want to read this one so bad, but we'll wait to give it its time. But it's gorgeous. Love her. Here's where we're getting real, because these are the books that I need to read by the end of the year, and I pulled from my yearly TBR that I made at the beginning of this year. And let me tell you, I am not doing good on it at all. And I'm gonna be honest, I didn't read that first book off that list until June. So if that tells you anything about how bad I'm doing on it, here's the thing though, a lot of them are fantasy, and I only read fantasy really in the fall, winter time, maybe spring sometimes. But I am knocking out those romance books off that TBR, let me tell you. But a few that I do need to read by the end of the year are Kristen Hanna's A Great Alone, or really any Kristen Hanna book. I still have yet to read any of hers. It's been too long, I know. I might have too many of her books that I have not read, but it's okay. We're getting there. As well as Cassandra Clare. Have yet to read her. I have Swordcatcher, I have Ragpicker King, and I have City of Bones trilogy. Have not read any of them yet. Listen, we're getting there. This is going to be my first fall pick. I'm telling you right now, I'm reading this fall. So, if there's one thing I can guarantee, it's that. Okay. Unfortunately, the next one, I don't have many books to show you guys, but it is all of my 5-star reads so far this year. You guys, I'm kind of sad, but the only ones that I have are The Bright Years and the Heartstopper series as a whole, because the first one, surprisingly, was not a 5-star, it was a 4-star, but I'm rounding it because all of the rest of the books have been 5 stars for me, so I'm kind of sad about it, to be honest, and I want more 5 stars this year. And And I do have some predictions that I'll show you in just a minute. But yeah, these have been the only ones. And I'm really sad about it. It's okay. We're going to get to it. Next is the books that I want to reread. And I do have several. I want to reread. However, I did mention this one earlier, Six of Crows. I don't even know when I started annotating this. I tried to reread it a few years ago and tried to start annotating it, but obviously I didn't get very far. And the way that I have so many fond memories of this book and Crooked Kingdom and watching this TV show, I feel like there's just in my heart, like it's better than what it actually is, and I'm scared of that, so I need to reread it to find out if it actually is that good. But have yet to do it, and unfortunately I'm not letting myself read this until I reread the duology. So that's a big one I really want to reread this fall, as well as Something Wilder by Christina Lauren. Underrated. I feel like nobody talks about this Christina Lauren book, and I feel like it was one of the best ones, to be honest. I want to reread it late summer, like July, August time. I feel like it's giving late summer vibes, so this would be a good one to reread, as well as Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell, which I feel like, again, this was a big book back in the day, but my perceived notion of it is different than I think what it actually is, because it's been so long since I read it. But ever since reading Heartstopper this year, I feel like this book just gives those vibes so hard. And also the other day I saw a literal graphic novel of Fangirl, and I was so confused. I didn't know that was a thing. So I told myself I can reread this and then I can go check out the graphic novel and see how it compares. We are on the home stretch of this video, and let me tell you, this next one is a big one. It is a series that I want to finish this year, and that would be Throne of Glass series. Yeah, still on Queen of Shadows, you guys. Still on it. I don't know what's wrong with me. I cannot get myself to read this, and I know it's because I know I'm gonna love it. I know I'm gonna love the rest of the books that are in the series. However, I just can't get myself to read it. I think it's because it's not fall time yet. And I feel like when it hits fall time, I'm gonna love reading this. But right now, it's dead of summer. I'm gonna read something like this right now. So it will happen. I will be reading the end of this series this year. I promise myself I will do that. We are down to the last question, I believe, in this video, and I do have a few books for it, and that would be my 5-star predictions for the rest of the year. I do have a lot, but I just wanted to pick out a few from my lovely bookshelves to show you guys. So along with the Throne of Glass talk, I think Kingdom of Ash is going to be a 5-star read for me. I just feel it in my bones. I feel like Queen of Shadows is also going to be there for me. This book scares me. This book really scares me. It is huge. So hopefully we get to that. Another 5-star prediction would be The Nightingale by Kristen Hanna. Again, I feel like I've seen everybody cry to this book on TikTok and Book Talk and all of the spaces that we talk about books, because it is sad. I feel like it's going to be sad. So along with the sad talk, I feel like The Burning Side by Sarah DeMoff is going to wreck me like The Bright Years did, because her writing was so good. It was so real and just honest, and I feel like this book, again, is not very long. It's going to wreck me. It's alright, it's going to happen. But yeah, I really hope these 3 are 5 stars for me. Finally, in this video, I wanted to update my book journal with my halfway point page that I have made. However, at this point, I have not made it yet, so I will record that when I make it. So last year, I did just like my stats on this page, and then I did my genres and my 5 stars on this side. Again, at the end of last year, I kind of did a mini wrap up for the last half of the year. And then again, last year, I did my stats, my genres, and my 5 stars here. I kind of want to do this again for this year from January to June. But I haven't done it yet, so I'll put those clips in here. Okay, quick little rundown of the reading wrap up for the first half of 2026. I've got my stats here: 22 books read, 7,000 pages, 3.9 average rating and 348 book length average. At the time, I was 37% the way through my goal, which is so bad, but don't worry, we're catching up. And then I've got my genre tracker here, and then I need to print these out, but I will do that at a later date. My 5 stars so far this year have been Project Hail Mary, The Bright Years, and Heartstopper Volume 1. So here she is, and look at my little stickers. Aren't they so cute? With that, you guys, I am going to continue to show you guys what I've been reading. I'm going to do more book videos, more vlogs are coming your way. And if you get this far in the video, comment the flame emoji for the burning side, so I know that you got this far in. But yeah, that's going to be it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you guys got to see a little bit of what I've been reading this year. At the end of the year, I will do a full wrap up, so I'll go through all the books that I've read this year. Hopefully I get to that 60 book mark. I have a good feeling that I will, but we will see. See you guys in the next one. Bye. Okay, let's do this, shall we? I just want you guys to see the behind the scenes of this video. I'm not even started filming yet, and I've had to extract all these books from the shelves and get everything organized. And this is the aftermath of shooting a book video. I have to put all these back.